Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys haven't seen the title, I am going to talk about my experience with my C-section birth. I've been trying to do this video like multiple times. So I was about 34 weeks, I don't know, it's been so long. He was supposed to be due around April 14th. Son was supposed to be due that day. Before March 29th, I saw my doctor and they were checking how far I was, how many centimeters he was. So I was like around maybe like 5 centimeters. And the pain was getting worse, so it felt like a contraction. Early in the morning, and this is when me and my husband was living by ourselves, which is me, my husband, and my son, CJ, my 2-year-old. Well, he was 1 year old by that time. And I could just remember like it was yesterday. I was home alone with CJ, and it was a good thing my brothers, they lived right across from us. And my mom wasn't working at that time. So she flew from Maui and she stayed at my brother's place. Maybe around like, it was 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and my contractions were kicking in, and I didn't know if it was contractions or it was just my regular pains from my pregnancy, because you guys have those pains that it's like on and off, right? So this contraction was longer. I called up my husband and he just arrived to work, and I said something's wrong. And I don't blame him for this, because this was like the 3rd time I went to Kapiolani Hospital. But I felt really different. I felt like something was wrong. So I called my mom early in the morning. She always answers my calls, because if I'm pregnant, something happens, right? She got upset because it was too early in the morning, and I don't blame her for that. But I told her, Mom, you have to take me to hospital. She was like, okay, we'll go. My sister was living with us at that time, and I told her, could you please watch CJ? She said, yeah. So she went into the room because he was sleeping on our bed, and then I headed to the hospital. Once we got there, they told me that I have to stay in the hospital because I was having contractions and I was gonna be in labor. The pain started getting worse and worse and worse, and I told him, could I get the epidural, because I can't take this pain. And trust me, my pain tolerance is way high. Called up my husband and said, it's actually happening. I'm in labor right now. All I remember was there was plenty of nurses coming in. They were checking how far he was. They're like, your water just broke. My husband wasn't there. My mom was always there. So she's like taking pictures of me, and I'm over there. She takes some bad picture of me. I'm like in pain. Maybe like 20-30 minutes later, because my husband was at work, right? And he had to tell everybody that I'm about to give birth. So he came to the hospital just in time. They were still monitoring the baby. They were monitoring my contractions. And then all of a sudden, they told me that my son's heartbeat was slow. His heartbeat was slow. And I was like, they're like, your son's heartbeat is going by slow. We need to put you in the operation room. We need to get this baby out. And then they did an ultrasound to see what was going on. Why was his heartbeat slow? Oh, I'm so sorry. It's painful to even think about it all over again. But it's better to talk about it. They looked at the ultrasound to find out that my son's umbilical cord was wrapped around his neck. So the doctor's like, okay, we're gonna have to cut you up. We're gonna have to give you a C-section. And I was like, hurry up, get him out now, cut me the f in. Please save my baby. Sorry. I look like a mess. Sorry. It's just too painful to remember it again. We got into the operation room. Got me all set up. The anesthesiologist was there. Just in case, if, like I said, I'm not good with pain tolerance. This epidural, for some reason, I could feel my left side. I couldn't feel my right. So they got me all set up. My husband's there with his whole, looking like a doctor's gown. It was so cute. I was so scared that, you know, my mind was everywhere. Like, what if I lost him? Please he'll be safe. Please he'll be healthy, you know. So the anesthesiologist was right next to me. He's like, if you feel pain, you let me know so I can give you this medicine to knock you out. So at first I was like, okay, I'm gonna try do this without the anesthesia. My weak ass, my crybaby ass couldn't. Cause like I told you guys, I could feel my left side. So I felt them cutting me open. And I was screaming. I said, please, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. And my husband was there and the doctor was like, okay, telling my husband, we're gonna give her the anesthesia. She ain't gonna remember shit. Well, he never say, you know, he never cussed, but he said she ain't gonna remember nothing. And my husband's like, okay. He knocked me out. And literally, the whole time I was knocked out, I woke up and I thought I died. Telling the nurses too when I got up, I'm trying to wonder, where's my baby? Where's my baby? So I asked her, while I was drugged up, I could remember that one. I was like, am I dead? Did I die? And the nurse is like, no, you never died. And I was more concerned about my son. I was like, where's my baby? And I was like, my heart literally dropped for a second because my husband comes in and I'm asking him the question. I'm like, where's our son? Where's our baby? And then he goes, our son's fine. He's good. They're giving him oxygen right now. He's doing great. I was like, was everything okay? He goes, yes, everything was fine. He came out crying and they just put him on the table, cleaned him up, you know, warmed him up. And there was a problem though. He was only 4 pounds and 7 ounces. He brought my baby in while I was trying to recover, and like you can see my face while I was holding my son, I was still happy, but then I was drugged up at the same time, which is freaking hilarious. And I looked so horrible. I wouldn't look horrible as heck, but I was just, I knew. I cried. I was so happy that he was fine. He was fine, healthy. He didn't have to be in the NICU. And I stayed, I was just so grateful. I was praying to God that everything was going to be okay. My mom and dad prayed for us on Facebook because they heard that I was going to go into an emergency C-section. They were scared and I was scared and my husband was scared too, and he started crying. He doesn't want to tell me that he did, but he did. I know him. He's very emotional. He may not look like it, but he is. I stayed at the hospital for 2 days. No. Yeah, 2 to 3 days. My husband was not having it at the hospital because he had to go up and down the stairs for go get food. And then he had to get food for me. But for some reason, you know, like, you know, the whole anesthesia, I never wanted to eat. I only ate like maybe crackers and just drank because I was so out of it. I kept throwing up. My whole body was aching. Oh God, like with this baby, I heard from my cousin that if he had a C-section, And it's up to the doctors. It's not up to me. It's not up to anybody else but the doctors. You have to maybe do it again, depending on the baby. Or they will have the AOK of a, vaginal birth. But I'm just so blessed that you can hear him right now. Now, he's a happy baby. And he loves his mommy and daddy so much. And all he wants to do is smile at everybody with his goofy smile. I'm just so happy that God has made this baby boy so healthy and so active and so naughty. It's just smiley. He's such a happy baby. I'm not kidding. Like when everybody sees him, he'll just have this goofy smile on his face and start talking. He's so talkative too. Go, Papa. And he loves his brother, and his brother loves him too, even though they butt heads with each other. That's my whole experience of the C-section, my C-section birth. I'm sorry if I was being a crybaby too, but when it reminds you of that day, it hits you real hard. Please, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. I will be making more videos. It's a lot to say. And I'll see you guys in the next video. What do you have to say, CJ?
Bye.
Bye.